Hello, lists in Python set number 8. The programs on lists are getting continued and we are nearly over with it. But where is the program set? Here is the program set. In this, we are now going to do number 9. This one. It says, fill a list of size 10 and type integer. Apply one right shift on the elements. Now this right shift and there is one more called left shift, I'm going to show you both left shift and right shift. Why only right shift? Why not left shift? So let me come to the program. Here is the program. In this, I have reduced the size of the array from 10 to 5 just for the sake of convenience. Let me show you how the program is working. It is a very important program that shows the shifting of elements in a list. This shifting is a concept. Look at the first line. It shows 5 elements present in the list: 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. What do you think will happen if the elements are shifted towards the left? Don't you think 20, 30, 40, 50 will come in front and push 10 out? So 10 actually falls down on the left side and 20, 30, 40 and 50 gets a left shift, and the last cell gives a echo of the previous element, because otherwise we cannot reduce the running length of a list meaningfully. If there are 5 elements in the list, then we have to keep them. And if I talk about circular left shift, then circular left shift means pick up the leftmost element and push it towards the end. Hence, you will see the last line is giving 10 at the end. So, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10 is giving a circular left shift on the list shown in the first line. How will you do this in a program? This program shows that. So the first paragraph, the loop is filling the array with the running numbers. On the left side, you can see the output also, right? Then you can see after printing the elements, performing left shift that part, see what's happening. For I equal to 1, I equal to 0 to 4 means the range from the first element to the 4 means the third element, from cell number 0 to cell number 3, because this 4 will not include 4, isn't it? So from this cell number, the first cell number, which is 0, to cell number 3, these 4 cells are picked up. When I is 0, the element in I plus 1 is put on element at I. So the first element, which is 10, is overwritten by the second element, which is 20. After that, it goes back. The loop continues with the next value of I. When I is 1, then 20 is overwritten by 30. Because you see, element at cell number 2 is 30. Then you can see the next value of I will give you 30. This one. This is the third round. This is the third round, 0, 1, 2, will be overwritten by its next. Can you see the next cell's element is overwriting the previous cell's element? In this way, it goes on doing it till it reaches the second last element. When it reaches here, it brings the next on top of it. So 50 overwrites 40. But if I allow it to go to the last cell, in the last cell, it will give an error, because after that there is nothing. So it will say what to write on it. So it will show an error. Now, once it is done, then if I print the elements, you can see I have filled the array once I was executing it with 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. List A before, like the first round. The first round is showing 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. But the second is showing 22, 33, 44, 55 and 55 once again. This part. Right. Now, this portion is very, very important for beginners to understand that element at current position is getting overwritten by the element in the next position. Now I'm going to do something more on the program which you will have to observe. Yes, now look into the modified code and the output. Please observe very carefully what have I done. First I'll show you this part. The elements are now showing a circular shifting effect. You see 23, 22, 33, 44, 55 got a left shift and 11 came from the beginning to the end. Got it? How did that happen? Look in the program. In the program you will see that TMP has been used. So this TMP is storing the first element and keeping it safe on the side. Then it is allowing the overwriting of the elements to take place. So the overwriting takes place the first, that means element at 0 is getting overwritten by element at 1. Element at 1 is getting overwritten by element at 2. Element at 2 is getting overwritten by element at 3. And finally, the last element is overwriting the second last element. After the entire processing is done, the last element is finally getting overwritten by what was kept aside. So this TMP which was kept aside, that comes and jumps over the last element. Right? So please go through this once more, and coming up in the next video is the right shift code. Okay.